beautiful views from the water on Lake Washington, Husky Stadium is something special. You can see the lake, the mountains, you can see it all from kickoff. This is one of the most glorious views in all of college sports. Back to you.
Okay, Holly. Volunteers will kick off first, and here we go. Deep in the end zone, it's Washington. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. They'll run the RPO and fire to the right. There to make the tackle, but the big throw is good enough to give them a first down.
And that's what I love about this offense. You're not going to get all of your big chunk plays in the passing game by throwing it deep down the field. You can kind of dink and dunk. And on that RPO play, they had it dialed up and set up to go to that player in the right flat. Nice job.
From their own 23, it'll be 1st and 10. Motion from the wideout. The Volunteers will call their first timeout. After using an early one, 2 left for them to spend. It's first down from their own 23-yard line. Williams. Complete to Williams over the middle. Caught, and he's close to a first down on the nice pickup there. It's hard to find a place these days that the Big Ten doesn't touch geographically, but there's a lot of crossover with the Big Ten and Big 12 and plenty of bragging rights on the line when their schools meet.
You think about Nebraska once upon a time being in the Big 12, now in the Big 10 too. These conferences also recruit in similar areas too. So this game is interesting, David, because a lot of these players, they're familiar with each other from high school.
Yeah, and I tell you,
makes the grab in their space. He's at the 40. Past the 20. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Husky. Once he got a step, it was all over, right to the house.
you're the better team. You're playing at home. That's the way you start a football game. Putting a drive together, getting 6 on the board, taking the lead. Nice start by this offense.
And that kick was perfectly down the middle. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. Hits inside. It's Bishop. Picks up a useful 5-yard chunk after the 30-yard line.
And defensively, one of the most important things is stopping the run, being physical up front. That was too easy for this offense. You can't give up 5 and 6 yards a pop on the ground. Like, that is a recipe for disaster. They got to be more physical. Get off the ball, get downhill faster.
The play fake. Unloads to the wideout. quickly complete. Fed's getting it done in the passing game.
And great execution by the quarterback. And when you think about Tennessee offense, man, when they got their trigger man, and they've had some great ones, Peyton Manning, T. Martin, Hendon Hooker had an unbelievable run. They find that guy, man, their offenses have been so hard to stop.
Now they'll line it up from the 44 on 1st and 10. Fresh set of downs going up top. Lets it fly. Intercepted to stop the threat. He'll try to take it back. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position.
Defensive backs have tough jobs. I mean, you think about whether you play nickel, whether you play dime, whatever it is, you put more DBs on the field. It's more speed. It's more guys that can cover, but they also got to cover that ground. But to cover the ground and make the pick, a lot of times you don't see that. Superb effort by that guy.
Making the adjustment on the play. Williams. Right side, it's Washington.
Really good offenses are able to attack short. You've got to be able to attack the whole field to make you honor that underneath part, then the intermediate part, and then you take shots down the field. This will loosen up some shots for later in the game.
And the Huskies with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. Williams will pass. They're all over him. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
And that pressure got to him quick. I mean, you talk about you want your quarterback to feel comfortable. Man, he didn't have time to feel comfortable. He didn't have time to get his feet set and get in the ground. This offensive line's got to do a better job.
Lined up in the gun, Williams on 3rd down. And it's incomplete despite some serious arm strength shown there.
Well, after giving up that touchdown on the opening drive, they had a little bit of a come to Jesus with their defensive coordinator on the sideline. I don't know what he said, but he, I think, just invoked the fear of God into this defense because this 3 and out has been sensational, dominant. This is the way they've got to play moving forward.
And he can't quite get it down or out of bounds. It's into the end zone for a touchback. So the Vols offense takes the field to start this drive. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Bishop. Stopped at the 25 after a 5-yard gain.
Man, it's nice when you can depend on your big boys up front to make a lane, and you get 5 or 6 yards. You get 5 or 6 yards a pop. You move the ball down the field easily, and more importantly, can get this defense to be more aggressive, to bring DBs close to the line of scrimmage, and then that might open up some big plays down the field.
Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. This time they'll throw it. He'll take the deep shot. Swatted away and broken up. A great play there by the DB.
And sometimes as a quarterback, man, you're sitting on that sideline and you watch the other guy go out and just deal, right? And put together a drive, score a touchdown, and you want to come out and you want to answer and you want to be aggressive. And sometimes you take shots, sometimes you force things. So I would recommend to him just stay within the offense, take what the defense gives you. Don't be too aggressive.
Third down play from the gun. And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover.
You know, as quarterbacks, you've got to be good in the pocket. Even when things are collapsing and you've got guys swiping at it, you've got to have 2 hands on the football. Didn't do a really good job of ball security there, and that led to the fumble. The
Huskies offense out there and ready to go. They had to punt punted away on their last possession, but man, what great field position this time.
I mean, this is awesome. Like, last possession didn't go great. Now you're set up in an opportunity to get some points. Start thinking about what plays I like, Jesse, as I cross the 50.
There are a lot of offensive coordinators out there, David, and in this position, they like to take a shot right away and try and capitalize on this field position.
Quickly to the flat, the wide receiver screen. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one.
So many playmakers, so much speed in college football, so many big plays after the catch. Not in this instance. The defense did a great job reacting to the throw, getting there in a hurry, and making sure he didn't get any yards after that catch.
Williams from the gun on third down. That slides a little early and short, and now it's going to be fourth down. The Huskies will try to convert on fourth down. Williams to throw for it on fourth. Makes the grab. And he'll run out of bounds just short of the goal line. Wanted to get it in, but couldn't quite get home.
Well, it's a heck of being conservative, right? I mean, that essentially would have just been a two-shot field goal with where they were on that fourth down, but they decide to go for it, throw it. They're looking for 6. They're going for a touchdown. They are being aggressive.
And how about the keen eyes and sharp awareness from the coach to challenge that call, and the officials agree it'll go his way. Washington comes to the line with a first and goal. Just going to keep it after the snap. And they get to him behind the line. It'll be a loss of 2.
And this is the area of the field where it gets really, really tough. Because the red zone, you know you got to run the football more. Well, this defense is #1 in the nation against the run. So I look for this offense to be more physical, be creative, try to find ways to run the ball against this defense that is so dynamic.
Can the D deny them on second and goal? Out wide right, it's caught. Touchdown, Huskies! And they take it in for 6 more points. When you're handed a break with unbelievable field position like that, you better finish the deal, and they did.
You saw the quarterback jog on the field. I think he gave a high five to every one of those players coming off that just put them in position to go score that touchdown. That QB knew this was a golden opportunity, and boy, he took advantage of it.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. And they'll make the stop, and we are headed to the end of the first period. We've reached the break. Bow down to your leaders, Washington. They came out and jumped on them early in the first. Let's take a break and look at the first quarter stats. Just about ready to get things started here in the second. We'll see if they continue to flex that muscle. So second down here as we're back at it after the break. Makes the grab. It's Staley. He was hoping to get that thing down the sideline. They get him out of bounds at the 37.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Fresh setter downs going to the air. Snagged in the middle. It's Staley. Still on his feet at the 45. Snags it and he's open. Touchdown Volunteers! He got a step and just dusted the field. That was a lightning-fast drive that ends with a touchdown.
If you can string a few more drives like that together, man, we might as well get our popcorn out because we're going to get a lot of scoring.
And after the extra point, they've cut the lead in half, down 14-7. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they cap things off with a big play up top, going 63 yards to the house. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Here comes the Washington offense to start this possession. On that last drive, defense had no idea what was happening, run or pass, and it wound up in the end zone, Jesse.
Yeah, you saw the experience in this offense that last drive, too, on that touchdown. Everybody on the same page. These guys have repped these plays over and over in practice and in games, and it's working.
Yeah, so I got to find a way to disrupt it. I got to find a way to maybe be more aggressive, maybe blitz, mess up this rhythm they got going.
Nice job by the quarterback trying to buy time and scrambling to the right, but it was the hit that forced that incompletion.
A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on second down. Throwing, Williams. Caught by Williams on the right. He's down right there, short gain on the grab.
Slants against man. That wide receiver has to win right now at the line of scrimmage against that DB playing man coverage. Quarterback, timing with the wide receiver, put it on the money. Wide receiver's probably still going to get hit too and got to hold on to that thing.
3rd and 6 yards to go. Williams looking for a man. Fires to the wideout. Working that left side. And he gets it done on 3rd down. They move the chains and they'll mark it at the 44.
Well, I think on that play you saw why this guy's such a big weapon in this offense. At receiver, he does such a nice job with his routes. He's patient and he's consistent and he's got good hands. You don't see him put a lot of balls on the ground. Nice job there picking up the 1st down.
Right side, it's Coleman Williams. Makes the catch, but goes no further, and it'll be a short pickup on that one.
The thing I like about this slot receiver, he's really intentional in his route running. The quarterback always knows exactly where he's going to be on the field. They've got great chemistry together.
Long way to go on 2nd down. Buying a little time to his left. He'll pull it down and run. Thought he saw some daylight, but this defense closed quickly, maybe picked up 1 on the play.
Well, this defense is not going to be patient with this quarterback. They know that they have to affect him, and they have to dictate to him. So that time, they send the blitz. They're not even giving him an opportunity to sit back there and peruse the field. They flush him out. They're able to rally to him, get him down to the ground. I like the aggressive nature of the defense here.
Still moving to his right, trying to make a big play. He'll just throw it away, and it'll be 4th down.
And that's the play the defense finally needed, man. They were getting gashed early. First 2 drives, they gave up 2 touchdowns. They knew they had to be able to get off the field. Great job creating the incompletion there on 3rd down, now setting up 4th.
And the punt team gets down there and touches it dead. That's where they'll put it in play.
And that is a huge play in terms of field position. Nice job by the punter. And how about the gunners getting downfield to down that ball?
They're lining up in the Wildcat. Let's see what they have dialed up for this one. On the direct snap, it's Bishop. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
The clock has reached the 2-minute mark, and they have a chance to at least cut into this lead before the break. They've got them pinned deep in their own end, and this crowd trying to help keep them there. Second down, going to throw it. Throws to the wideout. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick. On first and goal, let's see what Washington does. Tough run here, it's Washington. Relentless, tough running gets it down to the 4.
First down and goal, I bet you the percentages are really high for run, and this defense was ready for it. They got to match the physicality right here, right now in this situation.
They've pushed it ahead to the 4. They'll try to cash in on second and goal. Swamped immediately.
It's looking like they're going to have to try to throw this one into the end zone here on third down, David. Quarterback's got to be careful. Can't get greedy because you know these windows, they close fast.
Extremely tight windows. Find your big body guys that you know can win in contested situations here on third down.
They'd love to make this short field pay off with a touchdown instead of a field goal, but it's third and goal. Before this third down play, they're going to take a moment to think it over and call a timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. They'd love to make this short field pay off with a touchdown instead of settling for 3, but it is third and goal. Here's Williams to throw. Still looking. What a nice job by the defense stringing that out and forcing him out of bounds. He got nothing.
What a third down stop by this defense. Third down and goal, no problem. You know that guy. Every time he touches the football, you hold your breath because he's so dynamic at the quarterback spot. They were ready, and they forced the fourth and goal.
Right down the boulevard. It's good. And that lead grows even bigger.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll get a chance to work on that hurry-up offense here in the final minute of the first half. On the run, it's Bishop. Got to be smart, patient, great vision, uses all of that to get to the 29.
That's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down, the defense thinks you might be running a football. You still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. Incomplete. They fought for it, but it just squirted harmlessly to the ground.
Well, that's unfortunate. This receiver's got real strong hands. That's why they put this play in their playbook. They know if he goes down the field, jumps up, he's got the hands to bring it in on that play. He just couldn't get it done.
You can feel and hear the purple rain all the way across Lake Washington. 3rd down coming. From the gun, wants to pass. Trying to make magic on the scramble. They'll keep this drive moving by picking up the first down. They have it at the 36. Timeout is called. It's the 2nd charge to Tennessee. And they'll still have 1 in their pocket for what's left in this first half. The Vols will snap it on 1st and 10. Fresh set of downs going up top. Rush is on. Out wide right, it's Jackson. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49. Drops back on first down. Trying to make magic with his feet. Did the work himself. Crosses the 35. Out of bounds there. Nice pickup on the play. Spotted at the 32.
Well, I think you're starting to see some examples of why this guy is inexperienced in a freshman quarterback, right? Obviously, he's thrown a couple picks earlier in the game. That scramble right there, he's got to get down. He's got to take care of himself and slide. Great job, nice athleticism, good decision to take off scrambling and help his offense, but you really are seeing his inexperience shine through here in this game.
And man coverage, when they get up in your face, they make things hard. You want to be able to attack the whole field and get them leaning one direction and then break outside like you did there. Nice out route connection, nice chemistry between quarterback and wide receiver.
Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. And the Vols can really attack on this 2nd and short. Back to throw, and they've got to be aware of the clock. He took a shot at the end zone, and he almost picked it off. It'll be 3rd down.
Well, this defense was ready for go balls. Against this receiver and his speed, he's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't link up, but if you're on defense, just know they're going to try that play again.
And he barely got enough of that one to somehow tuck it into the left corner just over the crossbar. They're back to within a touchdown. 17-10 is the score. On the move from inside his 5. They finally make the stop, but that one will make those halftime stats look a little nicer as we head to the break. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, welcome into the EA Sports College Football Update Show, the Week 4 edition. So let's dive right in. We begin with the South Carolina Gamecocks taking on the number 16, the Alabama Crimson Tide. And it's South Carolina sneaking out of here with an upset victory. Gonna have to see how the rankings shake up following this outcome.
And the returner will be dragged down.
Wow, they narrowly avoid disaster there. They fumble the kick return, and if that goes to the other team, all the momentum is no longer with them, so a nice job being able to pounce back on that, and the head coach breathing a huge sigh of relief.
So here is the Tennessee offense. I imagine we'll see them go right back to work up top after how productive that passing game was in the first half.
And it's interesting. If I'm the defense and I've got the lead, they've had success throwing the football, but we're winning. I don't know that this defense changes too much.
He tries to take the top off. Leaping grab for a big gain. And they were looking for a chunk play, and they got it. The explosive picks up more than 30. After that last big gainer, they'll put it in play. 1st and 10 from their own 49. The run inside. It's Bishop.
And we talked about this guy coming into the game, man. He's a dude. Like, he's a guy that they're going to feature, they're going to give the football to. He's so good with the ball in his hand, so why would you not hand it to him as much as possible? They're doing it early, and he's getting some chunk yardage. This defense, they knew about him, but now they're finding out about him.
They'll go to the air on 2nd and short. Going for the big play. And he throws his 3rd pick of the day. His head has to be spinning. He'll be stopped, but not before getting the football and picking up big yardage on the return. What a play there.
There were a lot of people really excited about what this guy could do. Some were saying he could be an All-American, and he's proving them right. That's already his 2nd interception early in this college football season. Offenses are going to figure it out. They're going to stop throwing this guy's way. You just get in trouble when you try.
He let the thing fly quickly, but he couldn't make the connection.
It seemed like there may have been a miscommunication there between the QB and receiver, just not on the same page.
They'll need a bunch on 2nd down. Going to audible here. Let's see what they do. Williams. He's going for the big play. He's got it down the left side. Oh, what a big play for this offense as they get it to the 33-yard line. The feel of this whole drive changed on that last big play. They've got it 1st and 10 outside the 30. Here comes the heat. Caught. Makes the grab and down immediately. He picks up a few.
What's important in this game, this offense gets the running back involved out in the perimeter in space where he can do some damage. That time they got it to him throwing the football. He picked up a couple of yards, but it gives the defense something to think about.
After the 4-yard completion on 1st down, now it's 2nd and 6. Williams unleashes one. Got there right as the ball did. Jarred it loose. It'll be 3rd down.
Well, they were trying to sneak him out of the backfield that time into the passing game, but that did not fool anybody on defense. What a hit, forcing that incompletion.
They're within field goal range at the 29. Let's see if they can pick up a few or the 1st down on 3rd and long. Under pressure. Intercepted. intercepted. That is just what this defense needed. The 30. Running inside the 20. Touchdown, Vols! What momentum you get when the defense comes up with a play like that.
And that is a critical error by the quarterback at a critical juncture of the game, right, David? This thing's already close, and it's the smallest mistake that could make the difference. That pick six certainly hurts his team, but there's a lot of football left, a lot of time left. You got to be resilient as a quarterback. You have to be able to turn the page and get back out and attack with confidence.
You made a mistake. Yeah, exactly right. We got to flush this. We got to move on. Obviously, the crowd goes nuts. The fans are all into it. The other side's energized. Now you got to go get your head together. Go watch the clip, see what happened. What did I do wrong? You got to get out there and go fix it because you still got a chance to win this ball game.
And Washington is ready to go back on the attack. That last pick six after a drive like that, David, can swing the momentum of a game.
The defense is still celebrating. I mean, such a big play. I mean, they gave up some yards but did what they're supposed to do. Now, Jesse, this offense has to put a drive together.
Yeah, they have to recapture some momentum here. What they can't do is go 3 and out and give the ball right back.
Five wide receiver formation on 2nd and 9. Throwing, Williams. Left side, it's Miller. That's his first catch of the season, and they believe he is a freshman who can contribute a lot early.
Love the location of the throw on that slant pass. Put it out in front of the receiver, put it on his face mask so he can catch it and try to advance.
Here they come, trying to convert a 3rd and short from the 28. Williams will pass. Right side, it's Washington. And he's down at the 41. That's a first down.
Nice play. And this running back showing you why he truly is a 3-down back. He's not just dangerous running the football between the tackles or blocking, but he can also catch the ball. And when you get this guy the football in space in the perimeter of the field, he's got the wiggle and he's got the power to break tackles from the secondary. That's why this guy has an opportunity to play at the next level.
Hit and drop behind the line. He'll lose a yard.
You just got to wonder how frustrated this guy is, especially after the success he had their last game out, but just nothing going in this one. He has not been able to get himself into a rhythm. There's been way too much penetration up front defensively. They have been able to stop him in his tracks.
And the Huskies now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Here's Williams to throw. Fires to the big fella. Nice gain on that play, but a little bit short of the first down.
So surprised we have not been calling this guy's name more. He's one of the best tight ends in the country, but give the defense credit. They have had an outstanding game plan limiting him so far. That's only his 2nd catch of the game.
Washington stops the clock and uses its first timeout. And that will leave them with just 2 timeouts to use the rest of the way. Third and short now from their own 48. Drives inside. Breaks into the open. At the 30. The 10. Touchdown, Huskies. And that one will give them the lead. This defense not only searching for answers, they're still searching for that running back.
And searching for angles. My goodness, this dude, he runs so fast, he erases angles. People trying to catch him, they didn't realize how much burners he had. He kicked it in gear, and there was no getting.
And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Fresh setter down's going to the air. Out wide left, it's Davis. He'll get it across the 30-yard line. They'll mark him out of bounds at the 32 as this offense is trying to do some work. Second down coming up. We've reached a break. It's Washington holding the lead. They've built a cushion. They've got a nice lead. Now the task is finish the deal as you take a look at the third quarter stats. One final period to play, and we'll see who can grab that W as we start the fourth. It'll be second down as we open the final stanza. Running inside, it's Bishop. Works his way to the 38 after gaining 5.
Love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
They've got a first down here. What a start it's been to this season. We've got a great game here. Close ball game, fourth quarter. Couldn't ask for anything more. Early movement on the offense, and they'll push it back 5 yards. And the penalty accepted, and they'll move them back. Just a little too eager there, and they'll back up 5, and it's 1st and 15. From the gun. Got a man, it's Bishop. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks.
Guys out of the backfield now, it's not just run the ball downhill anymore. You got to be versatile. I got to be able to trust you in the pass game, and I got to be able to throw you the football, and you can do that right there. I know you're going to catch it, and I can depend on you.
Back to pass on second down. Got it in the middle, it's Cartwright. And there was lots of space as he gets it to the 39-yard line. In search of that tying touchdown. They've moved the chains a couple of times. It's 1st and 10 again. Gets the back moving. Snap on first down, wants to throw. Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48. They'll tell you that somebody's always going to pop open, but it didn't happen in time before they got the sack.
No, it did not. And you know what? I'm going to remember this. I'm going to remember zone defense. They didn't really have an answer. They weren't ready to get rid of the football. Quarterback hesitated. I got to him and got him on the ground. Might be a good call later on in the game.
Now facing second and long after the defense came up with that sack. Back to throwing, they've got to go a long way. Out wide right, it's Matthews. And they are finding some space in this defense. He's got it down to the 25.
Really nice job responding by the offense here. They watched the opponent go down the field and score a touchdown on that last drive, and you could see the quarterback there in the commercial break. He's telling his guys, let's go. We're going to go get this one. Everybody lock in. And that's what you're seeing on this drive. Doing a really, really nice job. They look confident. They're trying to score a touchdown themselves.
Wants to throw one first. Throws toward the end zone. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tennessee!
Man, oh man, it doesn't get easier than that. Look at the receiver. He gets wide open. Where's the defense? Nobody around. Easy pitch, easy catch.
And the extra point ties the game in the fourth. That is an efficient drive. 7 plays, 75 yards. From a couple of yards deep, he'll bring it out. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. The Huskies have it back, trying to make this defense bow down to Washington. Tie game, fourth quarter, plenty of time to work with, exactly where you want to be in this one. Motion from the back. They'll run the RPO and throw it right. Turning it on. He's at the 50. Took it all the way inside their territory, down to the 40-yard line, and that's where they'll set up shop.
Man, this guy is so dangerous with the ball in his hand. That was an RPO. He got that thing behind the line of scrimmage, but once he had it, he made one quick cut, and that was it. His speed, his elusiveness, he is so dangerous. Defense just couldn't corral him, and he rips off a huge play on what was a very, very short throw on the RPO.
One big play, and you go from a little backed up to threatening. It's 1st and 10 from the 40. They'll give it to Washington.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
The clock stops as we have reached the final 2 minutes of the game. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Williams. They'll run the screen. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
A 3rd down play coming from the 32 as they try to keep the drive going. Williams looking for a man. He just missed the target on that one. Got to put it on his body.
And these moments can be tight, man. You start looking at that clock, and that thing's staring at you. So I got to pass, I got to pass. Big 4th down and short. You got to get this first down. So you got to be thinking about that first before you think about the clock.
Tie game, 4th quarter, and they're going to go for it on 4th down. Direct snap. It's Washington. He will be stopped short of the line to gain, and they'll turn it over on downs.
And how about the defense coming up big on 4th and short? You know they're going to run the football. Great job stacking the box, getting the big stop.
First play of this drive will start from the 31-yard line. Sees some running room. Oh, he's got some space. He's at the 40. And it's a fumble after that huge gain. Defense picks it up.
How about that turn of events for the defense? Not only do they force the fumble and jump on it, creating a massive momentum shift, but they're already in field goal range where they stand right now to break this tie.
They'll start on the ground with Washington.
And that's luxury for this offense to be in right now. They don't have to be in so much of a hurry. They can still run the football, be successful. Great chance right here knocking on the door to take the lead.
All knotted up and just a little bit of time left in regulation. Williams unloads to the wideout. Finds space on the right. And they'll do more than move the chains. They'll move that thing more than 30 yards down the field before he's finally stopped. After that last big gainer, they'll put it in play. 1st and 10 from their own 49. Handoff, Washington goes left. He's got enough. Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be 1st down. Timeout is called by the defense. 19 ticks remaining.
I love the play call by the offense here running the ball. The score is what it is right now. You don't have to panic. You don't have to throw it every single down. You don't have to go up tempo. Just run your stuff. Be balanced. Run the football. Make sure this defense stays honest.
This is a designed run. There he goes. Inside. Touchdown, Washington. And they've moved out front here in the 4th.
Well, it's a great job executing by the offense to get that touchdown. I think you kick the extra point right now, make it a 7-point game with only seconds to go.
The extra point is good, and now in the 4th, they're up by a touchdown and an extra point. Nice grab to get that squib kick inside the 10. Good job by the coverage unit to put a stop to that return. Opening play of this drive comes from the 12-yard line. Fresh set of downs going up top. He wants a big play here late. Another interception. This guy just can't find his own players. Going the other way, and he's got room. The defense making a play to put an exclamation point on this one, and that ought to do it. How much fun was that? And you just dream of having games like that every time you go into the booth. I'll watch those two teams play anytime.
Yeah, that's what's fun about good teams. Really good teams squaring off. Like, there wasn't a lot of difference between these two squads. We could watch these every week. Love calling these games because they're competitive. Great talent on the field. Palmer, unfortunately, somebody had to lose.
Yeah, and the higher-ranked team was ranked higher for a reason. At the end of the day, when it came down to it, they made the biggest plays in the most critical moments. Both of these teams have tremendous playmakers, and they're both going to make a lot of noise late in the college football season, but give the higher-ranked team tons of credit. They earned this one.
That's going to do it for us as the season marches on. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis. This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football. A live look at Acrisure Bounce House in the heart of beautiful Orlando, Florida. And boy, do we have a fun one ahead. Top 10 team, target on their back, going on their road and right into the snake pit. It's the Louisville Cardinals and the UCF Knights. Along with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. Holly Rowe is down on the sideline.
Thanks, Reese. Checking in with the Cardinals head coach. This is exactly what they expected when the season started. They knew they had to go to the transfer portal, and the quarterback they got has lived up to every expectation. He has shown great leadership, composure, and poise in every moment. But not only that, he has really shown that he can get it done on the field. Late in this season, he's taking them to where they thought they could go, and he has got to get off to a quick start here today to keep that momentum going. Back to you.
All right, Holly. The Knights ready to kick it away first. On the run from inside his own 5. Tackled and brought down right at the 20-yard line. Good coverage there. The Cardinals' offense will be first on the attack. Isaac Brown, what a performance he had in their last game, putting up more than 300 yards on the ground. The snap wants to start the drive with a pass. A little more space, open up that playbook even more as they pick up the first down out to the 30. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Sells to run, looking to pass. Fires to the middle. Intercepted, and the first drive ends with a pick. Breaks into the open. All the way back. Touch! The Cardinals offense headed out to go to work. Well, the good news is they threw a touchdown pass last time. It was just to the wrong team, Jesse.
Well, that's an unfortunate part of the game for quarterbacks, but guess what? They do happen. So you've got to be able to turn the page here and lead this offense.
Well, I think you know this defense is going to be aggressive. They're going to jump routes. They're going to play aggressive. You got to take advantage of that. Maybe use that this time to your advantage.
They'll mark him down at the 37. It's a 10-yard gain. They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Might as well give it to him again. Got the first down. He's brought down, stopped right at the 50-yard line. And the Cardinals have it with a 1st and 10. Straight ahead, it's Brown. Might have a chance. Make the stop at the 40, but it's a 10-yard gain and a fresh set of downs. Now on first down from the 40. They'll run it out of the gun with Brown. Stopped in his tracks. He got nothing. It'll be 2nd and 10.
When you talk Louisville offense, it's Isaac Brown, right? Everything goes through him and his ability to run the football. This guy's a home run hitter, toting the rock, catching the football. He's the guy, David, each and every week defenses have to key in on, and no question this year he is going to be the focal point of this Cardinals offense.
Nobody at the running back spot puts more fear in defenses than Brown. Like, this guy has so much speed. He can make you miss. He erases angles. You saw him several years ago coming as a freshman, just making people look silly. He is that guy. And Braum at the OC spot will call these calls to get him the ball and make sure he can make plays.
Lost yardage on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Really good running. Gets it into the red zone, and they'll have it at the 16. He's got 67 yards now as he closes in on that magical 2,000-yard mark. Looking to throw for it. Unleashes to the end zone. Pass is broken up, incomplete as they were trying to strike for 6. On 4th down, they could boot the field goal, but looks as if they'll go for it. They'll run for it, it's Brown. Dragged to the ground, but not before. He's converted the 4th down to keep the drive going. The Cardinals trying to get a touchdown on 1st and goal. Quarterback signaling to his guy. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Way off target there.
A lot of times when you go back and you revisit these games, who takes advantage of these opportunities in the red zone, in these goal-to-go situations? Bad job on 1st down by this offense.
2nd down, gonna throw it. Big guy smells it. Touchdown, Cardinals! They get it into the end zone.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
In traffic, it's Brown.
And frankly, if that's a completion, it's not going to make the end-of-season highlight reel. But in this game, it could lead to a highlight reel type play. The offensive coordinator may be setting something big up for later in the game.
Second down to the air. Rush right in his face. Got him for the sack. This defense turning up the intensity.
And that's the challenge today. A week ago, they failed the challenge. Last week, they gave up 5 sacks. They can't do that again today. This defense saw it. They watched it on tape. They know they're not doing a good job of protecting their quarterback, and already 1 sack on the day.
And it goes through his hands. Oh. First play of the drive, he'll look to throw. Escapes the pressure going right. Trying to escape and get it himself. Hit hard just as he released it on 1st down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
And the QB leaves the pocket and he scrambles out and he goes to his right. And I love how he keeps his eyes down the field, trying to make a play, trying to throw the football. The relentless chase, I love it. Getting to the quarterback. He throws an inaccurate pass because he gets whacked as he throws the football. Nice job chasing by the defense.
Back in motion, trying to clear the picture. Wants to go up top on 2nd down. Makes the grab. It's Richardson. He gets it out across the 45 and out of bounds at the 46. The earth is shaking. Bounce House living up to its name as UCF tries to get off the field. From the gun, wants to pass. Makes the grab. They convert on 3rd down as he gets it to the 46-yard line. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one, but we know who he really wants to go to on 3rd down.
The best one. I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
Able to get just a few before sliding to avoid the hits.
Yeah, I think you're just seeing the experience this guy has, right? He's so poised that initially he's flushed out of the pocket, nothing's open, and he doesn't panic. He's not throwing it away. He's not sliding early. He just knows where the defense isn't. And he's able to attack that space with his speed and get a positive play.
And it was worth going for a chunk play, but the long pass is incomplete.
And I think a big reason this offense is struggling right now and why they're trailing on the scoreboard is they have not been able to protect this guy, and it's affected him. He has not looked very accurate. Moving forward, the pass pro has got to be better to help this guy out.
Let's see what they do here on 3rd and short from the 41. Turning it on! He now has 85 yards rushing, and that should be no surprise. He's been among the nation's elite all season. And the Cardinals are moving quickly down the field. Drops back on 1st down. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. This offense is stuck way back in its own end of the field. He's going to change things up against this defensive look. They'll start on the ground with Brown. Nowhere to go on that one. He's going to lose 5.
Well, you know if you're this offense, you're dialing up this running back, man. He has been a scoring machine all season long. He just finds his way into the end zone, and this is a golden opportunity to put 6 up on the board with that guy in your backfield.
The Cardinals with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Finds just enough space to create some breathing room. He's got it up to the 12. 3rd and 6 yards to go. Now try to move the sticks with Brown. They make the tackle, but not before he picks up the 1st down.
And that's a good sign for this offense. A good 3rd down conversion, running the football. Obviously, last possession was not what you want. Like the interception, the turnover. Good to get back on the field, get that first down. Now see how much more they'll be aggressive and maybe want to throw the football and put that mistake behind them.
Knocked down after a pickup of maybe 2, and man, that pursuit, they had their hair on fire. The Cardinals decide to use the first of their 3 timeouts. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. A give to Brown. Maybe a crease. They bring him down, but not before he gets a 1st down at the 35. Clock stops momentarily for the 1st down. They'll hurry to the line.
And obviously this guy's been hyped up, and we've talked about him in the Heisman race. What do you have to do? You got to finish strong. The voters are watching what you do at the end of the season. Awesome opportunity. Put together a 100-yard game last week. Put some stats up. Get a bunch of touchdowns. You know, really finish strong so you can get in that Heisman race and maybe go win that big trophy.
Holds on. It's Richardson. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the 1st down. Fresh center downs going to the air. Rolling to the right, trying to make something happen. Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42. The Cardinals will now use their final timeout. And they won't be able to stop the clock again for the remainder of this half. They've got a really good drive going, but a little speed bump here at 2nd and 13. Looking downfield very late in the half. With the catch, it's Richardson. They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a 1st down. He's changing the play. Snap on 1st down, wants to throw. The pass falls incomplete, and there are 8 seconds left.
And those are frustrating. Like, those drops really annoy you because those running backs are always asking to be more a part of the game plan. Get the ball more, touch it more. An awesome opportunity in the pass game to make a play, ball right in his hands, and that is a missed opportunity.
And the defense makes the tackle, and that ought to do it here in the 1st half. And we are headed to halftime. Both squads headed into the locker room to make some adjustments. Gives us an opportunity to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football Studio Update.
Guys, we knew this would be a telling week, and Week 12 has not disappointed. Let's get you updated right away. Let's start with Memphis taking on the Navy Midshipmen. Now back over to your game inside the bounce house. This defense has set the tone through 2 quarters of football. They've drawn a line in the sand, and they've held it. It's why they'll take a lead into the second half, and it could be why they come away with a big victory.
And the Cardinals will kick it away to crank up the second half. He'll bring it out. It's Jackson. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he... Louisville has it back in the offense, coming out ready to attack. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. They'll start on the ground with Brown. Still on his feet at the 40. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with a first down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. On first down, it's Brown again. And he won't quite get there, but boy, after that pickup, just a few inches to go for the first. An array of possibilities here.
Really good surge that time by the offensive line. You saw all those bodies by the defense being pushed backwards. That opened up the crease for the ball carrier. He's able to get a really nice gain there, setting up second and inches.
On the snap, it's Brown. They might go back to that one in a big spot as they pick up the first down out of the Wildcat. We thought we might see some of this. They'll go to the Wildcat formation here. Oh, he's got some space. Found a little room out of the Wildcat that time, just short of the first down.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
They can really be aggressive after that last play. It's 2nd and 3. After run, now throw. Blasted as he lets it go. Lucky to get it off.
Well, another incompletion, and you can see the frustration building, but you got to give the defense credit. They came into this one knowing no one was giving them a shot because of their record, because of what their stats are on paper, but they're playing better football. They're playing with better effort. Right now, they're making the most plays.
3rd and short here from the 35. Might take a shot here if this is 4-down territory. Again, it's Brown. Open space at the 25. He'll be stopped at the 16-yard line. It's enough for a first down in the red zone. The Cardinals pounded the rock to move the sticks. Now back to work. Got it behind the line. It's McCoy. And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. They're changing things up, trying to get everyone set. Second down, gonna throw it. Just gets rid of that one. Following that run, we have a player who is shaken up. Trainers are out there having a look at this freshman defensive tackle to see if he is going to be able to continue. Got it, looking for a first. And he'll run it into the end zone. They're backed up, 1st and 10 from inside their own 5. Let's see if they can create some space. Here's Brown to begin the drive. And he'll work his way out across the 10 to about the 12.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in 2nd and short, not a good job by this defense.
Stopped at the 28, but a big 15-yard pickup gives him some breathing room. Quick give. It's Brown. They knock him down after he picks up 5 out to the 34. Got 6 on first down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. Handoff for Brown. They've got him corralled.
Stopping the run is very high on every defensive coordinator's list. Making the team one-dimensional. Nice job stuffing the run on that play right there.
The bounce house is rolling here on 3rd down, trying to help UCF. Good effort, but he's going to come up a little bit short. It'll be 4th down and 1.
And, man, this is a big decision coming up, right? Like, this is still a tie football game. So if you get stopped on 4th down, man, you're setting the other team up with...
Look at this, guys. The offense appears to be going for it from their own side of the field. This game is all but officially a wrap as we take a look at the top 25. Late in the season, time running short if teams want to make their move in the rankings. This is when winning plays are made, and we start right now in the 4th. And the Cardinals line up to punt it away. That last punt basically flipped the field. They'd like to do it again. The Cardinals decide to use the first of their 3 timeouts. They still have a couple of timeouts to work with in this final quarter. Going for it on 4th down late in a tie game. This is a huge play. Changing the routes with his receivers. Keep it on the ground. It's Brown. Stop. They'll start on the ground with Brown. At the 35, he's got room. There he goes. Running inside the 20. Touchdown, Cardinals. The Louisville offense is headed back out on the field. And they've got a little bit of a cushion here, David. If they can add to it on this drive, it would be nice.
And it definitely makes a little bit of a difference. Knowing I'm up by more than a field goal, obviously, Jesse, my mindset switches, and I know I can't make mistakes.
Yeah, and David, I don't think they have to reinvent the wheel on offense here. What they've been calling has been working. Just get back to doing what you're good at.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Wants to pass. Fires immediately. Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a 1st down at the 44.
How about this offense, man? You got to love it. Late in the 4th quarter, you have the lead. They don't get conservative. Staying balanced. Run. Back it up with a pass. Getting the 1st down. A few more 1st downs, and you can walk out of here with a W.
They make the stop at the 33, but 10 yards on that play and a 1st down. The Cardinals come to the line with a fresh set of downs. From the gun, it's Brown. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
And it really doesn't matter what the decision is on the RPO. When your defensive line can reset the line of scrimmage like that, get off blocks and make plays.
Timed it perfectly to knock it free and forces the 3rd down. After that last incompletion, man, do they need to connect and keep this drive alive and keep that clock running. Off the RPO, fire right, trying to convert. Got a little grass. They get him stopped, but the big gain has them on the doorstep. Let's mark it at the 13.
And at some point for the defense, I'm just thinking, hey, man, like, it's got to be somebody else. I mean, the big tight end has made play after play after play today. And we know if it gets close in the fourth quarter, they're going to look his way, so the defense really needs to have a plan.
They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. Quarterback changing the play. Move! Fire! Fire! Back to pass on second down. Touchdown Cardinals. On the sideline, got it in the end zone. That score pushes us out to a comfortable margin, and they are 0.
I like the aggressive play calling by the offensive coordinator on that drive as well. There were a lot of coaches that would have played it very conservative, very close to the vest, run the ball, and punt it away. Count on your defense, not this guy. He was going to take some shots, count on his own guys to get it done. And now with that touchdown late, they've got a 2-possession lead.
He'll be knocked down, but not before doling out some punishment and getting 7. On second down, let's see if they go right back to the run and put this game on ice. Can hang on after the hit, and it'll bring up third down.
My job is to make sure that ball comes loose, and I got to go through that guy, use my shoulder pad, drive my feet, and really, really be physical, because if he bobbles it at all, or as soon as his hand gets to the ball, you can tell the difference when that body jerks forward and that ball starts to come loose and pop out.
This is a pretty easy situation for the offense right here, guys. We need one play. We need one run up front. O-line, we need you to come through for us and ice this game. They do a great job allowing that back to pick up the first.
Yeah, it's just physicality up front. The big boys creating some space because the defense knew what was going on. They have to get a stop here or this football game is over. A lot of guys near the line of scrimmage, they can't get it done, and it is over.
So they come to the line, and the Wildcat going to give them a different look. On the direct snap, it's Brown. Breaks into the open. Pulled down after a nice run, and they're in the red zone at the 19.
There's not a lot of mystery what you're going to do on offense at this point of the game. With the lead late, you're just going to lean on your star running back. This is a guy who is going to play on Sundays at the next level. Just keep giving him the football and just let him take this thing over.
Here's a little room there. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he rolls into the house.
And you knew this one was over already, but how about an exclamation point to go with it? Another score for this offense. They've had themselves a great day, and the stats just continue to pile up.
Louisville's offense has taken the field, and they look ready to go. And now one of the most satisfying moments in football, just watching that clock drain away while you have control of the ball, Jesse.
And this is definitely one of the best play callers, right, for an offensive coordinator. Getting ready to go into victory formation. So many good things happened today. It seemed like everything he was dialing today, David, ended up working out.
No doubt. They put a lot of highlights together, put a great offensive game together, complete football game. They get the win. On to next week.
Goes out of bounds on the play, and he's got him set up first and goal. Precision, execution, and timing to pick up the first down on the out route.
I think you're spot on. Those out routes, man, it's got to be about timing. You got to throw that football before he breaks. Nice job seeing it. Short yard situation, throwing the ball on the money so the receiver can get upfield.
They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20. Timeout is called by the offense. They have 14 seconds left.
I think defenses sometimes get frustrated and you want to get blitz happy and because you give up yards. In this day and age, you're going to give up yards. Who cares? This is the area we got to bow up. Nice job on first down stopping them. A couple more downs here to stay aggressive.
Second down, going to throw it. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. Now third and goal, and tough yardage to cover here. making the adjustment. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down.
And that's a play on 3rd down. This offense just has to do a better job protecting their quarterback.
Guys, they're going to pass on taking the sure 3 here and try to get the touchdown, and this is a pretty big gamble. He's looking to throw. Left side is Foreman. He will not. All business today for this ball club. They come out and they get the win.
And that's all that matters. It's not always pretty. You don't always do everything you want to do or check all the boxes. But at the end of the game, Jesse, you want that W.
No doubt about it. They made the plays they needed to make in order to get this win. I thought the quarterback showed tremendous poise, good leadership throughout the course of the game. Defense made stops when they had to make them. So, right, there were some things that are going to need to clean up moving forward, but ultimately they were the better team today.
This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis saying goodbye, everybody.